Alright, this should feel a lot more natural doing these. This is kind of just like answering stuff on stream. So let's just start listing these off. Let's see. First question. How can I break the game / double boop? Really, I'm not the Hammond player. As good as my Hammond is, like, I'd honestly say like Ball OW or like Yeetle might be better for like teaching double boops. So really, I never use like crazy techniques like that when I'm on Hammond. I've like done it before and like learned it somewhat, but I've never really bothered getting like super consistent at it. So I would definitely say like Ball OW. Like I know he has plenty of guides on like Twitter and probably on YouTube also. I'd say check his out, and he's got some good ones for that. Who / what got you into gaming, and when did you realize I was good at Overwatch? I mean, I've really always been into gaming since I was younger, but if you're talking about like competitive, it was like when I was around like 15 years old. I was playing Team Fortress 2 like casually, and we had this like pub server, and there was this like team on it who was like the good team, and me and some friends like made our own team, and we thought we were gonna get stomped, but then we beat them, and we realized that we were kind of good and it was kind of fun. So I just kind of kept playing after that. I never really planned on like going pro or like trying to play at top level, but you know, the more I played, the better I got, and the more I started winning. So I was like, okay. And in Team Fortress 2, it ended up working out pretty well. And then for Overwatch, I got in it like day one closed beta, and I grinded it pretty much from day one. And I wasn't really great at it at the start. Like for the first few weeks, first few months actually, I wasn't even like that good. And then after I got like kicked from LG, which was a team, which is funny because I'm on them now, but who had like Siegel, Enigma, and some other players. It was kind of like a wake-up call for me that I needed to like grind a bit more. So I started playing more, and then I joined like Code 7, and with them I started to really make a name for myself in Overwatch. So it was pretty early on in Overwatch where I realized I was going to be pretty good at the game. What was your favorite game to play competitively? Team Fortress 2 or Overwatch? That's a hard question. People ask that a lot, because like Team Fortress 2 was cool because you had like LANs all the time. Like every 3 or 4 months you would have the ESCA LANs. And then also I was like better comparatively at TF2 than I am at Overwatch, because at TF2 I was literally like on the best team, and I was like one of the most winningest players in it of all time. But in Overwatch, you know, I was like top level. Like back when I was on like Complexity and stuff, we were always like top 4, top 5 NA. So we were good, but I was never like quite as good. That being said, though, I definitely think I'd probably say Overwatch is actually more fun competitively, just because of how much more depth it has. Like TF2, a lot of it would kind of just be like going through the motions after a while. It's like, oh, we're on Badlands. This is your standard Badlands rollout. This is what we're gonna do. Which it was definitely more like mechanically based fun. But I think all the depth to Overwatch, to me, makes it like a more fun overall experience. Even though some metas can kind of suck. There's definitely some times where Overwatch is worse. But when it's like a good meta, I'd definitely say Overwatch. When you play competitive, what are the methods to remain so calm and positive when things seem to go against your gameplay? You're brilliant to watch. Wish I was good as yourself. I probably should be reading all of these, you know. The rest of that was just a compliment. Oh well. I mean, I definitely get frustrated myself sometimes. Like, you know, I feel like people act like I never get, like, bothered or I never get, like, frustrated. I definitely do sometimes. But ultimately, I try and just remind myself, like, hey, you know, this is a video game. And yeah, I'm taking it seriously. And yeah, I'm playing to win and putting in a good effort. But, you know, you should still be having fun, even if you lose games. Now, that again, I definitely do get frustrated sometimes. And sometimes having, like, annoying teammates or teammates who are, like, trolling and not trying can kind of suck. But, you know, more often I just try to remind myself, hey, try and have fun playing this. If you're, like, if you find that you're, like, miserable every time you play, then, you know, maybe try and reassess the mentality you have going into it. What made you get into Ball? I've always been a huge sucker for, like, movement-based heroes, or movement-based, like, games. Like, I thought Titanfall was pretty awesome with the movement in it. Or, like, what's something else? Like, Apex Legends. Like, things where you can, like, slide or, like, move around like crazy. And then when Haven came out, he was like so different than any other hero. And at first, he didn't really click with me right away, but I could tell like he had a really fun kit. And then after playing him on my Smurf a bunch, I finally started playing him on stream more and having like pretty good performances with him. So I pretty much just, yeah, I'm a huge sucker for like movement-based heroes. I think those are like really fun gameplay things. My laugh can cure cancer. Is that true? I wish, but it is pretty cool that so many people like my laugh. It's weird also because I'll like see people in like YouTube comments and like Noob Hunter videos being like, oh, there's Harb's forced fake laugh, and it's like, it's kind of just my laugh, It's weird that people think it's like forced or something, which I guess there are like streamers who do that, who like, fake their laugh for like content, but no, that, it's just my laugh. Funniest player in ranked? Probably Numlocked, I think. Whenever Numlocked and I like play like games together, it's always like I'm always laughing my head off. So even though I don't play with him a whole lot because he's in EU and everything, whenever I like duo with Numlocked, it's always good times. So I'd probably say Numlocked. What meta do I think will need to come in order to make Sigma more / the most viable? Well, Sigma's definitely viable, and he probably is like the most viable off-tank right now, so if anything, Sigma needs to be nerfed. So honestly, this entire question is just out the window. Skip. What else do you play other than Overwatch, or do you play before Overwatch came out? Let's see. Kind of depends on like what games are out. The games I always find myself going back to are like Roller Coaster Tycoon. I play like some called like Open RCT2, and it makes it like new and everything. I play a decent amount of that. That and different like stalker mods, like Shadow of Chernobyl, Call of Pripyat. Like that game has like a huge modding scene for it, and I always find myself playing like different mods for that. So I'd say those are like the biggest two things. But then different new releases I always find myself playing. But in terms of like multiplayer FPS games, Overwatch really is like the main one I play. I've played COD a bit here and there. I played Apex Legends for a bit, Valorant for a bit, but Overwatch is always the one I find myself like coming back to and playing more. Do I think my forehead is equal to or bigger than Super's? Here, I'll let you guys be the judge of this. I feel like his is definitely bigger. I feel like you could land a plane on his, but you know what they say about big foreheads. What do I think is the most valuable ultimate ability in the game? EMP. I think Sombra EMP is like without a doubt the best ult in the game, because like ults like May ult are good, Grab are good. There's like a bunch of good ults, but there's normally ways to live from those. But if you get like a good EMP, like a good 4 or 5 minute EMP, and your team's ready for it, that's a guaranteed fight win. But again, I'd say May's also another good one, or like a Grab or like Trank or something. Let's see. Quick question. I'm a terrible Reinhardt, but you often feel like I have to play him and the other main tanks when your other tank autologs Diva or Hog. What off-tank combos do I think could work in ranked? What, with Diva or Hog? I mean, with Diva, Ball or Winston can both work pretty well. With Hog, really just Orisa. But Hog's also really bad, so you should kind of beg for your Roadhog to switch if he locks that in. Can we play a game of cheese and crackers? Avarde? What is that? Is that the line? The Pajama Sam. I know the reference. I get it. And what keeps you motivated? Except, of course, the viewers. The fact that I still have fun with the game. Like, if I had to force myself to play it every time I played it, then I definitely would not have like the same interest of trying to be good. And it's been like that in the past sometime. Like around season 5 or 6, when Dive was like at its peak, I was definitely not really enjoying Overwatch that much then. But it's been a while since I felt like that. And, when I have it, I kind of like changed my mentality to try and enjoy it more. So, really just, yeah, the fact that I still have fun with the game. I play it, like, off-stream. Sometimes I'll just, like, play it to pass the time or to enjoy it. Pretty much just that. Can we get a hard mom to play someday? She said she might come on stream, because, yeah, having my dad come on stream was probably, like, one of the best possible memories I could ever have, because, yeah, he passed away last year, and I had him come on stream before that, and now I've, like, kind of just, like, saved that video. I've made, like, 1 million copies of that video, so, it's definitely, like, a really good memory for me. So, you know, having said, you know, my mom, she'll live to be 1,000, so I'm not worried about that, but it would be cool to have her come on stream, which she said she's open to it, but, you know, internet people can be scary sometimes, so eventually she'll probably come on, though. Will I ever get a haircut? Yes, God, yes. My hair, listen, I saw all the YouTube comments calling out my hair. I know it's long. We had coronavirus. Shit was all closed down, but I think haircut places are opened up finally, so I'll probably be getting one soon enough. How do I handle toxicity in games? I'm not really someone who, Jesus. Retake this, or not. I don't know if we're gonna edit this or not. I'm not normally someone who gets, too bothered by people being toxic. I have pretty thick skin when it comes to stuff. But, that being said, the mute function does exist for a reason. Like, sometimes you're gonna get players who are just, like, want to be an asshole, or they just want to be, like, they're having, like, a bad day, and they're just, like, blaming everyone else, and, you know, if someone's being like that, then honestly just mute them. Like, it sucks that you have to, but sometimes it's just, like, the best option. What is the hardest thing for me to do in doing streaming as a full-time job? Honestly, being in front of so many people all the time. I'm a pretty, like, quiet and private person, which as, like, a streamer, I guess is, like, you know, weird. But then again, I really never got into streaming expecting it to be a job. It was originally just, back on Complexity, we had a contract that said, hey, you have to stream this much a month or we're going to cut your money. Which that's standard for, like, all esports contracts. And I was like, alright. And then it started growing, and, you know, I'm definitely, like, blown away, and definitely, like, am super happy with how cool, like, my community is and, like, people are. But yeah, I definitely do get, like, nervous sometimes, just, like, being in front of that many people. But it's definitely cool, though. What's the most important thing I've learned while streaming as a career? To enjoy yourself, and also to focus on not trying to please everyone. Because, like, when I first started streaming, I would worry, like, way too much about trying to please everyone. Like, if people wanted Roadhog, even if I didn't think he was a good pick, I would try and play Roadhog. Or, you know, when I was, like, doing variety stuff, it was like, I was, like, freaking out, trying to make sure people enjoyed it, and trying to, like, play games that people wanted to watch. And then ultimately I realized people enjoy it a lot more if you're having fun and just doing the stuff you want to do. Now, that's not to say, like, you know, I don't try and, like, make stuff I know that's entertaining, but I definitely, like, stopped worrying too much about trying to please everyone, because that's just, you're not going to be able to do that. There's no way you're going to make everyone happy. What inspires you to keep playing Overwatch? Personally, I always have a fun time playing comp, even if I win or lose. Pretty much just the same thing. The same thing that I still enjoy the game. I think off-tank as, like, a role is pretty much the most fun role out there. Zori is pretty awesome. Hammond's awesome. You know, Roadhog, when he's playable, is cool. And then Sigma's not that bad. Even though I don't like playing him all the time, I also enjoy Sigma. So I think the fact that off-tank is so diverse right now, and also such a fun role, has kept me, like, coming back a lot. Because I really never queue as, like, DPS or support. I'm pretty much always just queued as tank. I know I'm mainly a streamer, but will I do a reaction video or something on the Overwatch 2 reveal announcement events? Maybe not a reaction thing, but probably something. And I also do always watch it on stream. I never really upload it to YouTube, but if anyone ever, like, tunes into my stream, I normally watch, like, the trailers and stuff on stream and kind of react to them. Ever slammed the desk? Not really. No, I legitimately have never, like, slammed or broken anything. That, you know, I definitely get, like, frustrated sometimes myself, but I've never, like, slammed anything. Keyboard, desk, anything like that. Will I expand more into YouTube? Maybe something like vlogs or dedicated YouTube videos instead of Twitch games? I touched on that on the last video. Yeah, I have a Hammond rollout guide I've been wanting to put together. And then probably work on the Zarya god eventually too. I just really do not like recording YouTube content. I feel like I'm never happy with how it sounds. It's not that I don't want to do it. I sound like a perfectionist, and when I realize there's no way I'm going to be able to perfect it, I just say fuck it. But I definitely do plan on doing more. Do I miss playing Hog? And if you could buff him, what would I do? I definitely do miss playing Hog. You know, he's such a unique hero, and he's also the one that I kind of made a name for myself on, so I definitely do miss him. But I always say, like, I'm not going to play a hero just because I want to play him, because right now Hog is very bad. There's very few situations where Hog is, like, the best pick. So, you know, but in terms of what I think they would need to change on him, I think they need to nerf shields first, so, like, nerf Orisa and Sigma, just because, you know, with shields it makes it Hog forget any value off of his hook. And then, also maybe give him, like, a bit more damage or, like, a bit more survivability. I think if they do that, he'd be okay. That means that Hog should really never be, like, a perma-run, but he should be, like, a situational pick, and right now he's really not that. Let's see, how many questions is that? Like 20 or something? I feel like that's a pretty good amount. Cool. Well, like I said, I have more YouTube stuff, like, in the works. It probably will still be at least a couple weeks for it. But the Hammond Guide should be out sometime in the next month or so. And then after that, we'll see about the Zarya one. But thank you guys again for, like, the support on YouTube. It's been pretty crazy. Alright, that's it. I'll see you guys on YouTube also. I'll see you on YouTube. Holy shit, man. Oh my god.